Francesca Leandre Maliklik, and me and my group mates are going to discuss political law, labor law, and commercial law. Let me introduce first political law. Political law in the Philippines refers to the body of legal principles, rules, and regulations that govern the organization, functioning, and operations of the government, as well as the relationships between the government and the people. It is a branch of law that deals with political structure of the state, its governmental powers, and the rights and duties of citizens, including the enforcement of constitutional principles. Constitutional law is the foundation of political law in the Philippines. The Constitution of the Philippines is the supreme law of the land, and it defines the structure of government and distribution of powers between the three branches: executive, legislative, and judicial, and the basic rights of citizens.
In the Department of Tourism, this includes number 1, TIAZA, or Tourism Infrastructure and Enterprise Zone Authority, which oversees tourism-related infrastructure and manages tourism enterprise zones in the Philippines, helping develop tourist destinations and facilities. And number 2 is PRA, or Philippine Retirement Authority, manages retirement program and issues the special resident retiree visa to foreign nationals and former Filipinos who want to retire in the Philippines. Number 3 is PTA, or Philippine Tourism Authority, which previously responsible for promoting tourism and developing tourism programs, now merged with TIAZA to streamline operations. Next is PEZA, or Philippine Economic Zone Authority, which promotes and regulates establishment of economic zones, offering tax incentives and benefits to businesses operating within these zones.
Introduction to labor law. The labor law governs relationship between employers and employees, ensuring fairness, protection, and a safe working environment. It covers key areas such as employment, contracts, wages, benefits, working conditions, and employee rights. These laws prevent exploitation, regulate work hours, enforce fair pay, and prohibit discrimination and wrongful termination.
My name is Alvia Kimberly Ambelolo. In the labor law of the Philippines, employees are categorized into 4 different types based on the nature of their employment. First, regular employees. These employees are hired for a continuous period and perform tasks that are usually necessary and desirable to the business. They enjoy benefits such as security of tenure, which means they cannot be terminated without just cause and due process. They are entitled to business-like paid leaves, health insurance, and retirement plans. The second are project employees. These employees are hired for a specific project or undertaking that is not expected to last for more than 6 months. Their employment is tied to the completion of a particular project, and they do not enjoy the same benefits as regular employees once the project is completed. Third, contractual employees. These employees are hired based on a contract for a specific period or for a specific task. Their employment is not permanent and is typically governed by the terms of the contract. And fourth, seasonal employees. These employees are hired to work during certain seasons or peak periods of business, such as holidays or harvest seasons. Their employment is temporary and usually ends when the peak period is over.
In labor law, the power of hire allows employers to select and employ workers. The power of wage lets employers set wages following minimum wage laws. The power of control gives employers the authority to direct and supervise employees' work. The power of dismissal enables employers to terminate employees provided there are valid grounds and proper procedures.
In the Philippines, the Labor Code sets out the guidelines for working hours and days. The normal work day is 8 hours per day, and the standard work week is 48 hours. The typical work week is Monday to Saturday, with Sunday being considered the regular day of rest, though this can vary depending on the industry or the employer's arrangements. Any workday beyond the 8-hour workday is considered overtime and must be compensated with an additional pay. And if a worker is asked to work on a rest day or holiday, the overtime pay increases. If employees work on holidays like New Year, Christmas Day, and Independence Day, then they are entitled to double their regular pay. And for the special non-working days, like Chinese New Year, workers who are required to work on these days are entitled to at least 30% of their regular pay.
And for today, we will be presenting about commercial law. So, commercial law in the Philippines is the set of legal principles that governs business transactions and commercial relationships. It includes various aspects like contracts, sales, partnerships, and corporate governance, which are essential for the smooth operation of businesses.
And I'm going to talk about when this partnership starts and ends. So when this partnership starts, first, at least two people enter into agreement to form the partnership. Number two, they contribute resources to the business, whether it's financial support, equipment, property skills, and expertise, and so on. Number three, they divide the profit among themselves however they see fit. Number four, valid registration with the Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC with a capital of at least 3,000 pesos. So, when this partnership ends? First, partners may mutually agree to dissolve the partnership. Second, a partner's decision to withdraw may trigger dissolution unless otherwise agreed upon in the partnership contract. Third, a partnership may also dissolve when the agreed term of partnership has expired. And the fourth one is if the partnership's business becomes unlawful, it must be dissolved.
A corporation in commercial law refers to a legal business entity that provides services such as accommodations, travel, and other tourism-related activities. It is distinct from its shareholders, offering key advantages like limited liability and ability to raise capital by issuing shares. Examples of corporation are Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airlines, AirAsia Philippines, Resorts World Manila, and more that offers accommodations and travel.
In the Philippines, the commercial law plays an essential role in governing business operations, trades, and relationships, both for profit-oriented businesses and non-profit organizations. The legal framework in the country is primarily shaped by the Civil Code and the Corporation Code and other specialized law and regulations. For-profit businesses in the Philippines rely on commercial law to ensure smooth operations, protect assets, comply with taxes, and maximize profits. They face a more complex regulatory environment, giving their need to navigate various businesses law, contracts, and financial regulations. Examples of profit organizations in the Philippines are Jollibee Foods Corporation, San Miguel Corporation, LBC Express, Globe Telecom, and many more. Non-profit organizations, on the other hand, rely on commercial law to ensure their missions is legally protected, maintain compliance with charitable purposes, and ensure proper management of funds. They focus more on adhering to social good and transparency rather than profit making. Examples of non-profit organizations in the Philippines are Gawad Kalinga, Philippine Red Cross, Angat Buhay Foundation, Haribon Foundation, and many more.
A common carrier is a business or individual that transports people or goods for a fee and is available to the public. These carriers play a crucial role in various industries including tourism and hospitality, by ensuring the smooth movements of passengers and cargo. Common carriers operate on a fee-based system and are open to everyone who meets their service and conditions. Examples of common carriers include airlines, cruise ships, railroads, bus lines, taxi services, and trucking companies. In the tourism and hospitality industry, they are essential for moving travelers efficiently between destinations, contributing to the overall travel experience.
So now for the related cases, the 2018 island closure. The Philippine government decided to close Boracay Island for 6 months to rehabilitate its environment due to severe overdevelopment and pollution. This decision sparked outrage among local businesses and tourism stakeholders who faced significant economic losses. The case highlighted the tension between environmental sustainability and economic interest in tourism. And for the second, the 2017 Philippine Airlines labor issue. The Philippine Airlines was involved in a legal battle with its employees over job security and benefits. The dispute illustrated the complexities of labor relationships in the airline industry, emphasizing the need for fair treatment of workers while ensuring operational efficiency.